How's it going, y'all? Been at a place that I haven't been to in 10 years. This is Graves Mountain, Georgia. Just got done doing some fossil digging in South Carolina. I would have filmed it, but I did not want to drop my phone in the water. But I got some good shark's teeth and some stuff I'll show you later. But right now, we're going to be looking for some fun stuff here at Graves Mountain. Starting on the east pit over here. Gonna look for some fun, some of that fun iridescent hematite and gurtite. There's some of it around here. Not seeing too much in the way of color, but there's a lot of, see these big quartzite boulders. It's gonna be forming the hematite and the kyanite. Even some lazelite that I'm gonna have fun looking at later. Let's see, I got a little bit of color here. The camera will focus. Decent little color on this little piece. We'll have ourselves a little look around. The site runner said that some people have been pulling really good stuff up from the back over here. He said they only take things that are perfect, and so there's a good chance that we can pick some people's spoils. Which I do like being lazy. Man, that's muddy. Let's look for a bit of drier way around. That's neat. You can see like some sort of iron encrusting on these plants. Ooh, this is muddy. Big quartzite boulder here. All right, through the mud. Interesting plants up there. Don't care too much about plants though. Let's see what we got. Blech. Rude spider. Oh, that's shiny. Look at that. Some sort of pyrophyllite matrix. Alrighty. Don't know if these spoils are going to be on this side of the ridge or that side. Guess we'll find out. Another spider web, but I saw this guy before I walked into it. Oh, that looks fun to step in. Let's see here. Looks like there's some sort of pocket that someone was digging up in that corner. Might go check that out. Don't see too much on the bottom here, so I imagine any spoils we will find will probably be up in a corner like that. You can go check it out though. A lot of interesting schist material here. Don't see anything in the way of color. Ooh, that's a pretty kyanite piece. A lot of little kyanite blades in there. Not too much color to it though, so I think I'll pass on it. If it was like bright blue or something, I would have took it, but it just kind of bleached white. Big step there. A spider is taking residence in this hole. Can tell someone hasn't been in it for a while. Some stuff up there that shows signs of activity as well. Can see a lot of hematite over there, but I'm not seeing any spectacular color. Let's see what we got right here. Yeah, kind of the same stuff. Go on and check the other side of this ridge here. And a little bit of color in there. So, funny story. Girlfriend came over to borrow a chisel from me. And while I was looking, I got some nice lazelite in this quartzite block. I'm gonna try busting some out. Okay, with some hard work digging through that quartzite, I got some decent pieces out. Was this one of them or just a fragment? Yeah, just a fragment. This one has a lot of good pyrite on it. Even some evidence of some potential other phosphates like Svanbergite that I know occurs here. Yeah, around that corner too. There's a little lazelite crystal on the bottom there. Piece we'll take home. This one's got more kyanite and lazelite intermixed. Good possibility for other aluminum phosphates here. And this one, you can see the lazelite right there, and that orange I believe is Svanberg or some other phosphate like crandallite, wardhausite. Good pieces there. Good lazelite crystal on the side of that one too. And that big one you saw, that big lazelite you saw right there, was a pain in the butt to get out, let me tell you. But it's out. And now it can go in the bag. We can continue off that way to look for the hematite spoils. Walking over here, someone left a glove. Unfortunate. I am seeing some good signs of hematite though. Nothing crazy in color, but you can definitely tell people are working hematite in this area somewhere. Maybe up in those holes or that one. I'll have to check them out later. Just checking out the base here for anything. Let's see what we got here. Trash of some sort. The color tricked me. Okay. You can see a little bit of color on this, but it's not spectacular. I think I'll leave it. What about this one here? Yeah, same thing. This one might, this little one might. Nope. Interesting quartz veining though. Some decent parafilite in these ones, but not the fun radial parafilite. Just basic. What we got here? A little more color on that one, but not gonna take that home. A lot of spider webs out today, I've noticed. It's no biggie. Some really nice structural hematite in there, but colors aren't crazy. Okay. Let's work our way up into here, because I'm seeing a lot of evidence of workings. Some big kyanite crystals in this one, but this boulder would take me 10 years to work through, so I'm not gonna bother. see what we got here. Same thing, just a little bit of color. Nothing spectacular. I have a feeling these spoils might have already been taken by someone else, because I'm not seeing much of them. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Some nice pyrophyllite there. A little bit of color in this hematite, but that star pyrophyllite is spectacular. So that one's going in the pocket for sure. Okay, what else we got up here? Not seeing too much else up the ways here. That pyrophyllite was definitely the best find of over here so far. Interesting. Tiny tree. Gotta love it. You do this long enough, you get pretty good at mountain goating. Oh. A lot of quartz up here. Not seeing too much in the way of the hematite though. We do have a whole other side of the ridge over that way to check out, so could be over there. I think we'll just go grab our bag and find out. There's a bunch of piles over here actually we'll check out first. Yeah, I'm not seeing much evidence of anything over here. I think we'll go back over there. Alrighty, meet you over there. Walking along here. Some nice, it might get better in the sun. There you go, you can really see the nice colors in that. Okay, I think I found those spoiled piles people were talking about. You can really see the color in there. It's all through here, so we're gonna take a look. Adding more to my pile, got some quartz crystals. Got a point, it's cut some of the iridescence on it. What? So, while I was having fun with the hematite spoils that are all over, my girlfriend was right above me and got really deep into the lazelite. Right up there, you can see. Freaking camera zoom. Spectacular crystals of it. So I'm going to be digging that for a while. And yeah. After digging through that for a while, I'll probably come back here, get some more hematite chunks from these. From now and then you'll find a terminated quartz chunk with it. Got a couple of those, but there's a nice hematite there. Look at the colors on that. What a hole. But yeah, we're gonna go deep into the lazelite. Gonna load up the bag and I'll show you those big boulders up there that we're gonna be breaking into for a little bit. So these are the massive boulders. The lazelite that she spotted. Some more up here. In and around. Some more down there. And I found more outcrops of it all along there. Gonna get to work. Taking some pictures of this. Yeah, why are you wearing a jacket?
Because it has extra pockets that I can fit rocks into.
Looks like it'll almost budge.
Yeah. It's just, I'm sweaty now. I certainly wish I were not sweaty now. Listen here, you heifer. I need you to break before the chisel does.
Did you just stab your shoe?
No.
Got some little chunks.
I threw a rock at my shoe.
Did pretty decent in the lazelite pits. I'll show you pics of that stuff later, but now we're in the main pit for some rutile hunting, and I noticed this big quartz vein. It's cool. More gloves, huh? Yeah, main pit. Let's see if we can have any rutile luck. Alright, stopping for a little break here. Found some decent small chunks. Nothing crazy though. You can see them all right there. All that lovely rutile. Really nice, well-formed one there. Just tiny little chunks. Some fuchsite in there as well, like greenish white stuff. It's pretty uncommon mica, so I've been taking it. But yeah, that's all it's been doing on surface collecting. I've been skimming down a little bit and pulled a few more tiny chunks out that are probably still in my pocket. But yeah, been a pretty good day so far. Right, might stop and take a break here in a minute. It's a hot day out here in Georgia. But yeah, pretty good day. Still tons of time and tons of material to look through. If there's anything cool, I'll see you again. If not, I'll just see you at home where I show all the best findings. So yeah, see ya. Literally, the moment I said I'm going to take a break, I look down. There's this lovely hematite piece. It's even coating some nice kyanite blades in there. Huge kyanite blades, but you can really see the color in this hematite. Lots of blues and purples. Some bits of green as well. Stunning. Alrighty, just got back home, cleaning all the stuff from Graves Mountain. In this little box, I've put in some of my nice little lazelite crystals. They're all perfect bipyramids, so they're being kept in there. And all my rutile chunks in here. Pretty good ones. Get more of the light here for you. Here's all that beautiful lazelite I was able to chip out of that granite. My girlfriend has her pieces, but these are mine. A few of these will probably go up on the eBay page, so if you are interested in any of these, check them out. Probably put, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them on there. Who knows? Over here, we got some nice fuchsite schist. It's chromium rich, gives it that nice green color. Some nice pyrite chunks on this piece with the kyanite. Same thing with over here. And then all this is the beautiful iridescent hematite. A lot of good color on them, especially now cleaned up. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. But yeah, I'll probably have a few of these on the eBay page as well. So that'll be cool. This is that piece of pyrophyllite I found. The way it's almost golden red reminds me of astrophyllite a bit, but I know it isn't. There's a few of these around here that I want to check for microphosphates. If I find anything, I'll show you, but there's no guarantee I found anything there. Another interesting thing I found, some weird yellow precipitate mineral that was coming off the cliff. I'm not entirely too sure what it is, but take a look at it later. And yeah, Here's some more hematite there. Yeah, it was a fun trip. Can't complain too much about it at all. In a bit here, I'll get to showing you those shark teeth and other bones and stuff I found in South Carolina. But I'll move inside for that because it is very hot. Okay, so we did get a few interesting micros here. This brown mineral here is a mineral I believe is gorsazite. Pretty confident about it. It's a barium aluminum hydroxyl phosphate. It's occurring in a little pocket of lazelite here, as you can see up there, the blue. There's a lot of neat crystalline variscite deep in there as well, but this gorsazite is definitely the highlight. It's pretty cool. Found a few little pockets of them, but nothing too greater than that. On this piece, in this little lazelite crystal, you get some really neat encrustings of crandallite, which is this yellow, whitish spheres you're seeing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty similar to gorsazite in its structure, but with calcium instead of barium, so calcium aluminum hydroxyl phosphate. It's pretty cool. Some really yellow ones there. As you can see, it's just encrusting this lazelite crystal as it corrodes. It's pretty neat. Some more of it up through here. A bunch of pyrite as well. Wasn't too much else I seen on the microphosphate side. There's some possible Svanbergite and Woodhousite that I seen, but I'm not too confident about it, and so I'm not going to show it. This stuff, however, was what I mentioned before of being that weird yellow encrustments, and I believe I've identified it. It is a pretty uncommon mineral called rhomboclase. It forms from the degradation, acidic degradation specifically, of pyrite, and kind of forms these little yellow encrustments that you've seen. Crystals of it are very rare. It's more like a yellow powder, as you can see here. But what you do, what was another note alongside of it being degradation of pyrite, is you get other iron sulfates along with it, like this halotrichite, very neat iron sulfate, along with some copiapite. You can see those kind of clearish yellow crystals sitting on the yellow matrix of the rhomboclase. Let's see, there should be some more halotrichite needles in there. No, that's more leaning towards like copiapite. Little pyrite crystal right there. But yeah, it was very neat material. Definitely glad to have found it. You can see some nice copiapite and cokimbite in there. Those are all various iron sulfates. There's some areas I know that have more pockets of really nice halotrichite needles. I think right there is one. Oh yeah, look at that. Very good fibrous halotrichite. Some more of it in there. See the little white fibers? Yeah, very neat find, especially for secondary post-mining alteration minerals. Oh yeah, look at the halotrichite in here. This is what we're talking about. That's some good halotrichite. But yeah, that about does it for the micro stuff. And next I'll show you guys the shark teeth from South Carolina, and we'll close out the video. Alrighty, got all these shark teeth and other miscellaneous things on display on this little white sheet here, mainly because when I was setting it on the table it was actually hard to see some of them. But as you can see, did pretty well. A few of these are from Folly Beach. The rest of it is Morris Island. Shout out to Charleston Outdoor Adventures for taking me out there. They offer guided and unguided tours, so if you ever want to get out there and find lots of stuff like this, definitely recommend going through them. Morris Island is loaded, and definitely worth going out there if you're interested. Not sponsored, by the way. It's just what I use to get out there, and they offered a good service, so I recommend it. But anyways, I don't know much about shark teeth. I'm a mineral guy, as you probably could tell. So some of these might be classified wrong. If you are an expert, feel free to correct me. I will not be mad. I actually will be quite elated. So please do. Anyways, these ones in this corner, I'm pretty sure, are snaggletooth. They're pretty cool. Finger size comparison. These ones over here are some sand tigers. And going into some normal tigers. And these, I believe, are some sort of reef shark. Like black tips, white tips, things like that. These, I believe, are in the mako group. Let's see. We're getting pretty longer here. These, I believe, are in the great white group. Just bull shark, I believe. Tiny little thresher, I believe. A copper shark. Lemon shark, and hammerheads. And then, of course, the big megalodons. Some about as long as my finger. They're huge. Not all of these are full size, but you can see there's little portions here. And there's like the other, like the angustitis, I believe it's pronounced, for the smaller mega shark species. Pretty cool. Up here is just a root. Not sure which shark it's from. No way to tell without the actual tooth. Then here's some stingray teeth. Pretty neat. Got some shark vertebrae down here. Got a nice perfect one there. These are a bit eroded, but this perfect one I love. Some other sort of vertebrae here. And then a bunch of various bones. That's a coral fossil right there. Yeah, the rest of these are various bones. From what? No way to tell, but pretty neat. This is a horse tooth, actually, from relatively same era, so Miocene, Pleistocene, things like that. These are jawbones of some kind. I'm not sure what, but you can see a tooth attached there. There's some sockets for some teeth in this one, but not too sure. You can see some sort of mandible shape there. Coming over here, just some neat shells here. This is a piece of cemented seafloor, like naturally cemented. It's pretty cool. And then these three chunks here are Civil War era brick fragments. I thought they were neat, so I kept them. And a piece of charcoal, also from the Civil War era. Like I said, thought it was neat, so I kept it. But yeah, that's that section. And that pretty much does it for my trip to South Carolina and Georgia. I think we'll finish out the video with a little montage of some of my favorite pieces from Graves Mountain. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This was a very fun trip. And yeah, I'm still bad at ending videos, so take care. See you in the next one, and bye.